Hi Pisces, this is Moonpie Tarot doing your next 10 days love reading for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. So as you know, some of the messages may not resonate. Just take what fits, leave the rest. Please do hit the like, subscribe to my channel. I would graciously appreciate that. And if you want to get a personal reading from me, there is a link in the description box below that you can get your reading. Just click on that link and you'll be all set up. Just choose your time and day and which reading you would like to have done. They're phone call readings. Okay. You can also follow me on Instagram at Moonpie Tarot. So, all right, Pisces. So I've already placed your cards, and these will be for the next 10 days. So that would be from the time you click on the video and on, from whenever you see it. We do have a row up here. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. This top row is the person whom you may be thinking of, and the bottom row is you. And right now we're going to take a look at the overall energy here to see what messages that you need to know, Pisces, for the next 10 days. First two cards that fell out, you do have positive movement forward. So this is a very good card to get, which means that whatever's going on in your life at this time, I feel, is, you may start to see signs of movement. Okay. If you're not seeing them right now, or you haven't been, keep your eye out. There's something that is happening, a disruption of some sort that is, I'm picking up like, there's a stone stuck in the wheel, or there was a stone like symbolically stuck in a wheel, which was grinding everything to a halt for quite some time. But it feels to me like that stone is becoming dislodged now. So now things are beginning to, you'll start seeing signs of things beginning to move forward. Right? So positive movement forward could mean you're receiving some good news. Some of you might be getting some good news. Some of you are going to be receiving a lot of communication. There may be the opportunity to travel is also coming about for you in the next 10 days. And communication from a loved one as well. Perhaps someone who has a birthday in the month of August. I feel you have financial and material changes. So for a lot of you, there is a financial situation that is going to begin improving. And you also have destiny. So this is a fateful change that's happening here. And I feel like a lot of you have been waiting for these changes to happen in your life. What was stagnant before, something's coming in to disrupt this change. This is fate, this thing coming in, this change, the wheel beginning to move. It could have something to do with maybe what you've been putting into action or any plans that you've been trying to facilitate in your life. This is it's taking a lot, it has been taking a lot of effort. For some of you, this could be, there's some financial changes, like a windfall of some sort. And we also have sacrifice here. So either someone is making a huge sacrifice for you, for some of you, and this is causing a huge, wow, things are beginning to shift and change now. And for others, this is just no longer being trapped in fear and being able to move forward with your plans and your goals and your love life. There might have been, I feel like that disruption had to do with being stuck in a fearful situation or stuck in fear of moving forward. So that's the overall energy. So I would definitely say to you, Pisces, to keep your eye open, your ears and your eyes peeled for some major shifts happening these next 10 days. Now, let's take a look here. Some of you have a birthday coming up, so there might be a surprise birthday greeting or message or gift or something coming for you. Now, this would be For those of you who have birthdays, I feel like March is really standing out here. So the 8th, the 16th, the 5th, the 10th, and the 12th. And if those aren't your birth dates, these are specific dates that you may start to feel or see some movement that begins happening here. So it feels like between March 5th and the 16th. Okay. But also for others, of course, going forward in the next 10 days. Now, let's take a look here and see what the energy, because this is a love reading, I want to see what's going on here for you guys with love. There's definitely partnership happening here. The Two of Cups. So you could be connecting with someone or meeting someone. I'm seeing two people getting on the same page. This is a mutual agreement. Two people coming into agreement about something, perhaps love. Okay, because the card prior to this would be the Ace of Cups. So what perhaps was a potential, maybe it never got off the ground in the past, but I feel like now there's this recognition and a healing happening here. I feel whomever your person is, this particular person is beginning to see eye to eye with you, where perhaps in the past they didn't. And they really were struggling. I feel like this person has been in this Seven of Cups for quite some time, not being sure what path to choose, what options to choose, what they needed to do or didn't need to do. And then here they go from the Seven of Cups to the Eight of Cups. So I feel like a decision gets made. They go after the one cup, which is the Ace of Cups. They know and they realize at this point now that you are the one for them, okay, that there is a connection here, and they come forward with their cup. You've been waiting. I feel like for you, this is something that you've always known with this person. We do have Aquarius and fire energy for those of you who need that bit more of a confirmation. But I feel like this person is ready to, take that leap of faith and take this journey with you, or journey towards you, or maybe travel together, go on some kind of start a new chapter. Okay. The card that precedes this would be the World, which is 2021, which is closing the book on the past and beginning anew. And here it is, baby steps, like a child, starting this relationship or this connection, beginning anew. But also with the Knight of Wands, this person is very passionate about this. It almost feels like to me that if this person was, your person was stuck in fear, or they weren't sure what they wanted, or weren't sure if they could even give you what you wanted or needed, I feel like their hesitancy or their holding back really had a lot more to do with those issues. It's not that there was anything with you. I don't feel like there was any kind of an issue with you or who you are, what you stood for, what you wanted. It felt more like them. They were very much so trapped in fear and really could not figure out. This is the Eight of Swords, self-esteem issues, not being sure which path or which direction to take, or how to go about giving you what you need and what you want. I'm going to pull a clarifying card on the Fool. I feel like this person, they just have a progressive story here. They start off really being confused, not knowing which direction to go, like I said, and then finally taking that journey, that leap of faith to come to you, to meet you halfway with fervor here, with passion and desire, and pretty darn quickly. So I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of communication, a lot of, the Eight of Wands is very Cupid's arrows kind of stuff, maybe a little too late past Valentine's Day. Maybe some of you already have had that happen, and have already or still currently talking to someone, but it kind of like nothing was progressing. And I feel like these next 10 days now, this person's coming to terms with what they want. Okay. So let's get a clarifying card for the Fool. Okay, yeah. So they have the Two of Swords. So this is a decision that they've made, that they've gone inwardly to make. It had a lot to do with starting this journey with you. It wasn't something I feel like was easy for them. Maybe they have to move, or there's a relocation involved, or there's travel. Maybe you're at a distance to one another, hence the reason for the Fool being here. But I feel like this person's also like telling themselves, I have to go back to basics. I have to start over again. And I feel like they perhaps failed in another relationship, and that kind of like weighed them down. It affected their self-esteem, as if they felt like, I'm just going to wind up failing again. I don't know if I can do this again. I don't know if I can give Pisces what Pisces wants. Or if you were involved with them before and things didn't work out, there was hesitancy on their part that it could work out again. Okay. But I do feel like it was just a matter of them facing their fear, recognizing what it was, this disruption, and having movement forward. Now, for others, the fear could have been them leaving another relationship and coming towards you, letting go of one or several other options in their life. I feel like this person, it was not just about, it was about another type of interference that they had in their life. Now, for some of you, that interference, well, we do have the King of Swords here. So it could have been an air sign, another air sign besides Aquarius here. This doesn't have to be Aquarius, but it also could have been for this person that their trouble was opening up and expressing their emotion. They were just... I felt like it feels like they couldn't connect emotionally, and that was a huge block in this relationship, or in their relationships in the past. When it came to love, it's like too serious for them. They wanted to keep things light and hearty, It's interesting. I feel like Spirit's trying to tell you that the opportunity is finally arriving here, for this relationship to take hold and to go forward in the way it needs to go. This person, they do come into their feelings and their emotions about you. However, it's like very light. It's not deep, heavy emotion. Okay. I feel like this person has always been looking for their one true love. And if they had left you thinking they could find it elsewhere, it felt to me like when I look at this card that they just really couldn't. Everyone was fake, or there was an illusion or fantasy, and nothing was as real as your connection, and nothing feels as real as this connection with you, Pisces, because there's so much love. You touch a part of them, their heart, that no matter how many struggles you guys have or whatever issues you've each had separately in your life, there's just something about the coming together that's different, that they feel is different or will be feeling. So for you, I feel like you have the Nine of Pentacles. So, you're pretty much like, well, if I'm not going to have love, or if this is not going to work out, I still have my abundance. I feel like you see like the silver linings in your life. You still have your hawk, or your animals, your pets. I feel like that's very important to you. You still have money in the bank. You still have your dreams, and you're pretty much like, okay, well, if I'm not okay with being single, I will be. And For others, you're just fine being single while this person is trying to make up their mind, make their decision here. You also have the Two of, I almost said cups. Wow. You also have the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like for you, it's not about, does this person want me? It's more like, do I want them? Right? You're kind of juggling and weighing your options as well. And I think you've kind of turned the leaf a little bit here. You're not in a position of waiting for them to choose you. You're now taking up the position of, well, it's not just about you choosing me. It's also about me choosing you. Do I want to be with you? I mean, I feel like you do, but because they made you kind of either wait or they're not sure they will, or they're kind of starting off making you wait, you might decide, well, all right, well, if that's the case, then, I can talk to other people. I can juggle you and someone else. I mean, I feel, Pisces, that you really see your value and your worth. Like there's a security sense that you have going forward these next 10 days that, things are not things are not as bad as I thought, because I still have myself, and you seem to be pretty confident or self-confident. And you also have the Magician. But I will say, Pisces, that you did manifest this person into your life. And I feel like you're kind of in this place now where, I think I did manifest this person. But why aren't they coming to me? When I feel like for you, you recognize that this person is your other half, your better half. But I feel like you saw it before they did. And I really feel like that's all that it was. This person seems to just have that energy, or at least in the past, of taking a little bit of their time trying to figure out what they want. And you have some kind of magic about you, Pisces, that it's hard to resist you. And I think you know how to work that magic. I don't feel like you manipulate, though, intentionally. I just feel like you have this magical sense about you. And you want to be with them. And you are, in one way, waiting for somebody to come in, or for someone else to finally come through. You are in that position of waiting. Like, half of you is waiting, and the other half of you is getting on with the business of living your life and making decisions, and weighing options and figuring out what you want as well. I feel like you do want this person because you, like I said, you manifested them at some point. For some of you, it may not have been anything specific. If this is somebody new coming in, for some of you, this is like a friendship. This is somebody that you've been friends with, that you've known. Okay, but like I said, now you have the Four of Wands twice here on your side. So you definitely have been manifesting commitment and a relationship or partnership or marriage or a family reunion, or, trying to rebuild your marriage or your relationship for some. I feel like this has been on your mind. And there's also just this sense I have of your confidence, where I just feel like you already knew that this person was going to come forward, and it was just a matter of time when, and here they come. And I feel like when this person does finally come in, you're going to defend this relationship. You come to some realization, maybe after listening to this reading, that you will defend this marriage, this relationship, this partnership. I feel like this person's coming in with a fervor. And there is going to be, they might be traveling to your home or coming to where you are, coming back to a house or back to the house. I feel like there's going to be a grand finale with this person. Like things come into balance, which is the Four of Wands. There's stability in the passion and the relationship. It comes. You're going to feel it probably towards the end of these 10 days when this person comes in. It's interesting because there's not a lot of communication. So that's why I kind of feel like this is somebody you've already been dealing with. The communication might have already happened in the past. And now it was just a matter of them coming to terms with what they wanted. So it might have been like you guys had communication where maybe you asked them or communicated with them, hey, what are we doing? Are we going forward? Are we going to be in a relationship? We're going to connect in this way or something. And I feel like maybe that person was going to let you know or give you some heads up at some point about that. And you've just been staying in a really good place about that, no matter the answer. And also continuing to live your life and talk to others, whether that's friends or other potential prospects, things like that. But it feels like they make up their mind. It feels like this week or these next 10 days, they not only communicate with you, that they, well, they don't really communicate. I honestly, it feels to me that when I look at this reading, because the only sword energy is the Two of Swords, which is nobody's talking. This feels more like this person's just going to take action, show up at your door, or now, if this is if it's not resonate as it's somebody from your past, for some of you, this could be somebody new coming in who just had trouble with committing and, as you know, taking a look at their life and seeing how commitment was never really their cup of tea, but then realizing they've been so lonely on that journey. They've always been seeking the one potential partner for them. And they've been journeying it, but they could never really commit when they found someone. They were more or less self-sabotaging themselves to, you know, they find somebody that they like and then there's a potential there and then they find something wrong with them and then they dip out of the relationship or the potential for it to grow because of fear of being abandoned or fear of being vulnerable and being rejected. And so I feel like this person's coming to terms with that now and is ready to like go through the process of opening up, you know. So if this is somebody new for you, or if this is someone from your past, this is destiny for you guys to reconnect or resume the relationship again, or have something like your meeting is destiny. It's fated, it was meant to be. And they especially see this. I feel like you kind of already intuitively know. So let's get a couple of cards here for the love messages for you, Pisces. I say a couple and I wind up pulling like 10. Let's see. Okay. I want to tell you how I feel. All right. This person wants to speak their truth. I hide behind material things. Yeah, that's a cover up. This person's just kind of like, they want to tell you, they want to express how they feel about you, but they hide that. So when they say, well, I'm busy working, or they're talking about work all the time, or other daily mundane types of things, it's really they're hiding because they have a fear of opening up. And these are more or less like confessions, it feels like. I will wait for a sign from you. It feels like to me, and I was talking about messaging. Now we talked about this in this card, and I always forget what the animal is there that she's holding, but he usually comes with messages. I feel like because I don't see this person communicating with you. I feel like it's you who's going to have to reach out or express interest without your pride getting in the way, or without fearing you'll be rejected. I mean, somebody has to reach out. I mean, it's just like, well, if neither, I was just thinking about Valentine's Day, and I was thinking, if everyone just sat by their phone and waited for someone to reach out to say I love you or something, then it would never happen, because everybody's sitting by their phone waiting. No one would talk. We have to give kudos and credit to the lovers out there who are fearless and who take the step to make the move. If it wasn't for them, all of us waiting would never know, right? Somebody has to be the one to take the step, and I'm certainly not telling you to take a step. I don't know exactly your situation in detail, but that's completely up to you. But it seems to me like this person is looking for a sign for them to come forward. Let's see, what else do they have to say? Okay, for this a past relationship. You were the best thing in my life. So Pisces, I do feel that's how they feel about you. I feel you, even though we are apart. Wow. The attraction you feel is mutual. There's chemistry here. Yes. So either you're going to be feeling that if this is someone new going forward. You already do with this person. I just see you being very patient, Pisces. Very, very patient. Patiently waiting for them to make their decision. I couldn't let you get close to me. Yeah, it just feels like this person has a lot of struggles with opening up. A lot of big fears of rejection. Oh, apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. Wasn't that your last reading? If you didn't get an apology, the last reading that I gave you, it's still coming. They're not telling you when, but this is a sign. Vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. So Pisces, this person, as I was saying, your person has trouble with being vulnerable and exposing their deepest fears and emotions and feelings. How do you get somebody to do that? You expose yours. And you create a situation where safety can come about to be open and expressive. So you know how you feel when you talk to someone that you don't know, and at first it's always kind of like, and then somebody opens up about something that happened to them in their life, or they express something, and then it's like, it's so endearing when someone shares something about themselves that's kind of scary to share. It creates the other person to feel close and want to open up as well. Not all the time, but sometimes, all the time. But for some, it just takes a little longer to get there. And I feel like your person, there is positive movement going forward here. Let's take a look here and see what your Moonology messages are. Okay, time for healing. Yeah, for some of you, this is a healing that's happening here in this. If it's a past relationship, there's a healing energy happening here. Okay, don't let your past hold you back. If you have a connection with this person from the past and things weren't all that great, the healing part is the hard part. You get cut, right? And it hurts. But you ever notice, like, when then that wound starts to heal, it's itchy and sore. It's always like the healing part is the hard part, is how I feel. That's where I feel like most of the pain is. In comparison to the first cut. Okay. Step out of your comfort zone, Pisces. Well, that's the message for you. If you want to step out of your comfort zone, you do it. But if you're not ready, you do it when you're ready. Just do it when you're ready. Just because the cards are saying for you to do it this week doesn't mean you have to. It just means when you're ready to reach out to this person again, or allow this person to reach out to you and respond to them, you do it when you feel comfortable. All right, let's get a couple of loving words from Jesus to see what the message is here. Forgive, and you shall be forgiven. Luke 6:37. So if you want to read any scripture, that would be from there. Okay. Some of you just need to forgive yourselves. I know. And pray always. Luke 21:36. That's interesting how that's coming in. You know, sometimes if it's a difficult relationship or there's a struggle, praying for the healing of this person's heart as well as yours is a beautiful thing. And I truly believe God does answer prayers. All right, let's take a look and go a little bit more fun here and get some of the fortune cookie messages. And these may or may not resonate with your reading. So there's a little bit of something for everyone with these. Okay, property. A property purchase or sale for many, but heed security concerns in any transactions. Now, I'm not exactly sure who that's for, but it may resonate for you. Care required. Guard yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. Okay. You also have, there's a major life change. Time is right for major life changes as a new lifestyle or location brings great joy in a trouble-free existence. Some of you are selling property or are relocating or moving. You could currently be doing this now, or it's coming up, or even thinking about it. There is a major life change happening here in these next 10 days and going forward. It could also be that person that you're connecting with. Let's see. I'm going to get a couple of charms here. These are my new mugs. This is from my Teespring store, and you can find that on my channel where it says store. Just click on the tab. All right, let's see. What are your charms? Your charm messages. Okay, we have 3. Oh, we have peacock. Pisces, strut your stuff. I give you permission to strut your stuff right now. There's a lot of peacocking going on around town. That's a very sexual card. That's the mating. Not card, charm. That's about mating. You will be mating with someone going forward. Somebody will be trying to impress you. Probably your person. Look at him, the show off on his horse, watch somebody does like skateboard or bicycle tricks, BMX kind of stuff. I don't know if that is connected to you. I mean, it could be that person or someone else in your life. But the peacock, yeah. That just feels very a physical thing going on. That's really like, I feel like this person really just comes into their awareness about your connection and just really wants to glue you guys together in a physical way. So we also have a unicorn. Oh, Pisces. This person, I don't know if they use that term or not, but you're a unicorn to them. You're special. This really feels like is what makes them come to terms with what they want. They may not have just had other interference type options. It could have had may not have just been work or fears, but it could have been other people, right? You look, this is how they view you, like this, like very unique and metaphysical and different and special and soft and kind, but very like boss, a lot of boss energy here. So I don't know, a peacock and a unicorn, don't usually go together. And I think that's what the finding common ground between the two of you happens here, especially with this person. I feel like they see that there's such great difference between you, yet you guys come together anyway, in a very healing way. Like you come together based on the things that you have in common. And then there's also starfish. So somebody must live by the sea. I'm hearing like, or they have a boat called Starfish, or there's like, this person sees you as a star, for sure. They view you as someone who's like a star, magical. And I don't know if someone has a starfish tattoo. Somebody might. I just was picking that up. I mean, if you have a peacock or a unicorn tattoo, that very well could be. But these are very symbolic, meaning, you know, there's something attached to these. And if those are not resonating right now, something might show up in these next 10 days to remind you of this reading and remind you of what's going on here with this person. All right, I just wanted to get one more. We have a sea turtle, right? So there's something here about this sea. And somebody just really loves animals, the zoo. Somebody either works in a zoo. I'm feeling strong. I know there's no unicorns in a zoo, but there's something to do about going to a zoo, or are zoos even open right now? Or someone who works at a zoo or does something with zoo animals or animals like that. It's very, all right. They're telling me to just get one more. They said they have another message for you. Oh, they just want to confirm another sea turtle. Something to do with the turtle. Somebody has a nickname. They're called Turtle. One is like a sea turtle and one is like a freshwater turtle. Something to do with freshwater. There's some kind of message. Part of it too is that you both like are very slow coming together. This connection or this relationship, if it's a past thing, has been taking forever because mostly on their part, they just could not make up their mind, or they just could not make a choice or a decision. When the opportunity was presented, they just couldn't make a decision, or they just kept not making the decision, or they just kept pulling away. There's a lot of slowness to this connection. But again, movement is happening. Positive movement is coming. It's moving forward. Look at that. In the sea, there's a boat too. I was also saying like about, why am I hesitating to say? I feel like I'm picking up on this person's energy. They're like, I don't know if somebody stutters or they have like a slight stutter or a lisp or something. There's like a difficulty to talk, to express, from the core out. And you might know that. And I feel like that's why you've been somewhat patient with them. You're not a cruel person, Pisces. You really do have compassion for people, no matter what your experience with them, no matter what they put you through. You still love, you still have compassion, you still care, you're very heartfelt. But you're also quite confident in yourself, and you know what's best for you and what you need. And I feel like you're in a really good place these next 10 days. And that might have something to do also with this person, like finally making that decision, because you're kind of like, you know what? I came into this world without you. If we're not going to be together, I'll be fine. But I do care about you, and I would love, if we could be together, that would be great. But if we can't be together, well, I'll still be okay. So your energy is good for these next 10 days. And if you can stay in that energy, no matter what the outcome is of this reading, stay in it, because I feel like it works for you. No matter what, you're going to just keep manifesting this Four of Wands, this other half, this 1111. I feel like you have what this person is coming forward, but give it time and don't have too many expectations, you're still going to get what you want no matter what. However it works out, it's a win-win for you. All right, Pisces. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you all the best. Happy birthday, and I will see you very soon. Take care.